It's always nice when people appreciate your work because it means you've affected them, which is great. And so that feels good. If you're successful at a young age, no matter the profession, there has to come a time when you reevaluate everything, what it means to you. Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Everyone goes through a hard time in their life. They just don't have to do it in front of tons of people and with our media the way it is. I did, and I'm lucky that I had the resources and the money to take care of myself. Now I love me, so I'm okay. I like to think that death gives life meaning. I like that philosophy. You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and you're excited for the day? That's one of my main goals in life. I attract a different kind of boy when my hair's red. I get more quality men, like a more thoughtful, nerdy dude. When I'm working, I always listen to music to zone everyone else out. I'm very mature for my age, but I'm also innocent in a lot of ways. You really can't explain how you do the things you do. I can't anyway. I love certain actors, but sometimes they say the stupidest things about technique. I don't want to say something stupid. I've always used my own personal emotions and things that I've gone through in my life to build a character. The work that I do before a film feels almost like therapy between me and whoever I'm playing. Why would I cry over a boy? I would never waste my tears on a boy. Why waste your tears on someone who makes you cry? Confidence is very sexy. You could be not cute at all and have such confidence. I'm a good assistant. That's why I don't have an assistant, because I'm so on it that no one can be as on it as me. I know that a lot of people my age, they grew up with me on screen. I think that's helped keep a certain amount of longevity. When you grow up with a person, you feel like you know them. My mother told me that when I was born, a wave of feeling came over her. She just knew that I was destined to be an actress. What are you going to do if it's the end of the world? You better go out having fun instead of stressing about it. I used to feel like I had to be the best at what I did, but I realized I don't have to be the best. It's so freeing. I've never been this happy. You know how people say awards don't mean anything? Hello. I think the energy around them makes everyone cuckoo. I don't live in the spotlight, and I don't live my life in front of the paparazzi. I live very comfortably and quietly as possible. My mom raised me so wonderfully. She gave me self-esteem and made me appreciate my flaws as well as my strengths. Most people ask me questions based on a previous interview. That's not an interview. It's like they're just saying my quotes back to me. I think that everybody in life probably goes through obstacles at different times in life. I wouldn't really call them obstacles. I think that's just called growing up. And I think it's hard to be in the industry at such a young age. I feel very lucky that I don't have to rely on a man to give me financial security. That's a big deal. I love my snaggle fangs. They give me character, and character is sexy. When you're in a depressed state, having something really bad happen gives you kind of a life again. I like people more undone than made up. Patricia Arquette is the ultimate. She's not anorexic or perfectly tan. She's not trying to be anything but what she is. And that's the most sexy thing. When you feel good is when you're not afraid to feel the worst. When you spend your entire life as a child actress, being told where to go and where to stand, you're performing constantly for people. It definitely breeds the kind of person who's dependent on other people's approval. If I'd trusted myself and listened to myself all the times that I ignored myself, I would have been fine. But everyone has to learn their lesson, and now I've got it. I'm never going to say anything about who I'm dating unless I'm married or engaged. I don't think roles help you resolve your issues. I just think they're good markers. I've never had a teenage rebellion. I'm not that type of person. I always work out my problems in a conscientious way. The hardest job an actor can do is all this pretend, all this screaming and being scared for your life. Everybody smokes, models, actresses, everyone. Don't they realize that? It's gross. I understand. It's an addiction. But it still pains me to see my friends do it. I think you see in people's eyes what they've been through. Anything in their lives shows up in their eyes. I think for everyone it's good to have your own personal work on a character and a film before you even start rehearsing to have an inner life. I think it's best to date someone who doesn't do what you do. You can never control who you fall in love with. Even when you're in the most sad, confused time of your life, you don't fall in love with people because they're fun. It just happens. Kirsten Caroline Dunst, born April 30, 1982 at Point Pleasant Hospital in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Dunst's father worked for Siemens as a medical services executive, and her mother worked for Lufthansa as a flight attendant. She was also an artist and one-time gallery owner. Dunst's father is German, originally from Hamburg, and her American mother is of German and Swedish descent. Until age 11, Dunst lived in Brick Township, New Jersey, and attended Ranney School in Tinton Falls. Dunst is an American actress. She made her acting debut in the anthology film New York Stories 1989. She gained recognition for her role as child vampire Claudia in the horror film Interview with the Vampire 1994, which earned her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She also had roles in her youth in Little Women 1994 and Jumanji 1995. Dunst transitioned to leading roles in teen films of 1999, The Satires Dick and Drop Dead Gorgeous, and the Sofia Coppola-directed drama, The Virgin Suicides. After leading the cheerleading film Bring It On 200, Dunst gained wider attention for her role as Mary Jane Watson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy 200-2007. Her career progressed with a supporting role in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind 2004, followed by a lead role in Cameron Crowe's tragicomedy Elizabethtown 2005, and as the title character in Coppola's Marie Antoinette opening parenthesis 2006 closing parenthesis ... in 2011. Dunst starred as a depressed newlywed in Lars von Trier's drama Melancholia, which earned her the Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actress. In 2015, she played Peggy Blomquist in the second season of the FX series Fargo, which earned Dunst a Primetime Emmy Award nomination. She had a supporting role in the film Hidden Figures 2016, and leading roles in Coppola's The Beguiled 2017 and In the Dark comedy series On Becoming a God in Central Florida 2019, for which she received a third Golden Globe nomination. She earned her fourth nomination for a Golden Globe and first nomination for an Academy Award for her performance in the psychological drama The Power of the Dog 2021.